From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Presented by Renault Quid. Powered by Car Dekho, Siska Wires and Cables, Kamla Pasand, PolicyBazaar.com and Jacqua Group.
Good evening and welcome. Elections are sacred, but not for Rahul Gandhi and not for the Vadra family. Democracy is sacred, but not for Mamata Banerjee. The greatest institutions of this country and the greatest institution, one whose independence is safeguarded by the constitution of this country, the Election Commission, is sacred, but not for desperados who think that if they lose this time, that if they are wiped out this time, that if they are rejected this time and kicked into the dustbin of history by the people of India this time, then they are entitled to do anything and everything, including subvert the process itself, threaten democracy itself, undermine 130 crore Indians and tell the world that Indian democracy is a sham. Rahul Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee and the others who are so afraid of losing are trying to pounce on the Election Commission, stricken with panic, accusing it. While their other minions in the opposition today even threatened bloodshed and violence if they lose. Instructions are being given to servile Lutyens editors to keep the rumor mills afloat about EVM tampering, and I can tell you one thing tonight. We, the people of India, must now watch out and be very careful, because over the next few days, an attempt can be made to create instability within India and to create disaffection to the government of India duly elected in the next general elections that have been conducted. In other words, there is an attempt to defile and to defy your vote. And I will not say more as of this minute. But I would like this fact to be circulated. I would like this point to be made viral. I am saying this with responsibility as a word of caution. And I'm not saying this to you as a word of fear, because the Congress can go to any extent when it knows its existence itself is under threat. And that is why tonight, with deliberation, the hashtag is India with EC. You have the Election Commission on the one side and you have all the losers on the other. They want to tell the world that Indian democracy does not work, and hence tonight to prove to them that not just does democracy work, but the institution that keeps the wheels of democracy running and in motion, the Election Commission, works. I want you to join me on debate number 1, which is hashtag India with EC. That's debate number 1 tonight. And debate number 2, which shall come up right after that, ladies and gentlemen. Debate number 2 this evening. The pre-result revote has hit the Vadra Congress. Within the Congress party, there is frustration with the Vadra family. Massive frustration. We'll tell you the inside story. And at 10:30 tonight, viewers, I am appealing to all of you this evening to ensure that you boycott channels that put out fake numbers in the first hour of voting, of results, in the first hour of counting when results don't come out. There are some channels that over the last 5-6 years have cheated you by putting out fake or fuzzy numbers. Join my campaign on that. And here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on The Debate Tonight.
What we are asking today, all 5 VVPATs has to be counted in the beginning. There is any discrepancy, you have to count total VVPATs of the assembly segment.
The oldest lie in the book: when you lose the elections, opposition takes out exit poll frustration of EVMs.
TNN has received authentic and genuine information from its source within the government of India, who have confirmed that EVM machines on which people have voted will be changed over in the strong rooms.
And look at all the fake news being put out. That's fake news. They lie before the elections and they're lying after the elections. They even shoot a stunt to discredit the elections. An international conspiracy being fronted by some political parties in India against the Indian election system.
They want to treat us like cattle. Portfolios were sold. Ministership, ministers. K.C. Venugopal is a buffoon. I feel sorry for him.
Revolt breaks out. Pre-result jolt for the Congress. Top Congress leaders say time to work together with the BJP. It's all falling apart. JDS confirms the possibility of dumping the Congress after the May 23rd results.
I think they're absolutely rattled. Not so much, exit polls of course is a different issue, but they have already sensed it, that this 2019 Lok Sabha election is not going in their favor.
As the opposition runs from one corner to the other, the NDA meets to chalk out the post-result strategy. And boycott channels that fudge numbers on Result Day Live. Join the campaign to name and shame them. And ladies and gentlemen, in less than 40 hours from now, we will know if the exit polls that have predicted a thumping majority for the NDA will be proven right or wrong. The opposition is in complete panic as of this minute. At least 21 parties are sensing defeat, a bad defeat. And they have pulled out their favorite and oldest excuse. EVMs are bad. Let's debate.
On the debate tonight, opposition is back to EVM fear-mongering. January 21st, Congress sponsored this EVM hackathon in London, where some wild allegations were made.
2014 election was completely rigged, manipulated. The results were manipulated using the technology which we built, not knowing that it will be used at a mass level to manipulate the results.
80 days later, on the first day of polling, opposition raised the EVM bogey. And some bizarre allegations followed.
Even there are rumors from Russia, people are operating, or somewhere remotely they are operating. Even people are offering today, if you pay 5 crores or 10 crores for each assembly segment, they will get you elected.
After exit poll projected the return of Modi wave,
42% वोट शेयर के साथ कि नरेंद्र मोदी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी को पिछले 2014 से कई ज्यादा वोट मिलेंगे इस बार। आसानी के साथ नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री दोबारा बनने वाले हैं।
the EVM brigade is back. 21 opposition parties knocked on the doors of the Election Commission, fear-mongering about electronic voting machines.
Sample finds it to be vitiated by discrepancies. Why should you not count 100% of VVPATs? We are only asking for a counting of 100% of VVPATs.
पूरे देश में ईवीएम बदले जाने की खबरें आ रही हैं। वो चाहे दक्षिणी दिल्ली का राजधानी का मामला हो, वो चाहे गाजीपुर हो, वो चाहे चंदौली हो, वो चाहे बिहार का मामला हो।
ठीक नहीं है, कुछ गड़बड़ निकला।
तब वो पूरे असेंबली सेगमेंट वीवीपैट का काउंटिंग होगा, ना कि ईवीएम मशीन।
Election process
From fake videos
who have voted will be changed over in the strong rooms to the ones
to a relentless social media campaign, the opposition is leaving no stone unturned to discredit EVMs. They didn't target the EVMs when they won the state elections in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. Are they preparing for defeat? And are EVMs just an excuse? Let's debate.
And I thank you, viewers. I thank you. Tonight, I thank you because this debate is trending before the debate starts. And these are the moments when I feel blessed to be able to broadcast to you. Thank you. This also tells me that the people of this country believe in the constitutionally approved, sanctified and supported institution called the Election Commission of India, from Nirvachan Sadan for decades since independence, have safeguarded the country's electoral process. Thanklessness has become second nature for some opposition leaders. And I don't care about thanklessness because I don't expect gratitude from a bunch of losers for elections they participate in. But I expect and I demand allegiance to the Constitution of India. I, as a citizen of India, demand allegiance by every political party, including those who lose, to the Constitution of India. And if you don't have that faith, then you better not participate in the process. That's my position tonight. You can tell me where you stand, viewers. And I began by saying as well today that look here, there is a conspiracy so deep and so dirty. And I fear Ajay Alok and Madhuresh, I fear that after 23rd, this Jignesh Mewani type people, these social media non-entities will be unleashed on the people of India, and there will be parties who lose the election who will think that through their Silicon Valley friends
what you are saying
will try and influence the mandate of the people of India. You watch what you're saying, Madhuresh. I know what I'm saying. You watch it. You watch it. Debate, Madhuresh. Don't tell me to watch it.
No, you watch what you are saying.
You watch what you may be trying to do. You watch what you may be trying to do. You do not dare to do it. The CIA will not rule the country. The CIA and Silicon Valley will not decide who becomes the government and who becomes the Prime Minister of India. You're debating with Ajay Alok.
And I have 10 questions from you. Mr. Arnab Goswami, I have 10 questions from you.
Listen to me.
If you are ready to debate with me, answer 10 questions I have from you. Can you tell me one thing? Can you tell me one thing? When was VVPAT introduced in this country? When was VVPAT introduced in this country? That's question number 1 for you.
A former union minister.
Who wrote the book Democracy at Risk? Can we trust our EVMs? Can you tell me who wrote the book Democracy at Risk?
This is the way.
Can we trust our election voting machines?
You are not beating the drums of heaven. You are beating
Arnab
drums
Goswami,
of
can you tell
EVM.
me that?
You have gone mad, berserk. You have gone mad and berserk.
I am just asking.
In the fear of losing the election, you can say anything.
When was
This is what the word of Upendra Kushwaha.
Supreme Court of India.
He is a part of your Mahagathbandhan.
Can you answer this? Who wrote the book?
Do you endorse him or criticize him?
Can we trust our election voting machines?
He's taken my name 5 times.
Answer me.
E.V.L. Narasimha Rao wrote that book. And after that, on the petition of Subramaniam Swami, don't you know that?
Exactly.
I want to say something, viewers. Can I say something, Ajay?
Swami, Bharatiya Janata Party leader.
Ajay, can I say something?
Bharatiya Janata Party leader.
Ajay, can I say something back to Madhuresh? Mr. Madhuresh Kumar of the National Alliance of People's Movements,
Who wrote that book?
A group which believes in outsourced agitations. So if I am a corporate group, I can probably go to them and get I can probably get an agitation organized.
Can we trust our
I ask you, Madhuresh. Okay, now have you finished your little rant?
There are problems and you...
Why are you behaving like Manishankar here, repeating yourself 10 times?
Let me tell you, we are living in the biggest democracy of the world.
Just wait.
So what are you talking about? You are the double-faced person who have no right to talk about this. You have shame on you.
I want to speak. Please put me on air.
You have nothing else to talk
Please put me on air.
The very fact
that you have no face
in a position...
You put me on air, then I can reply to him.
You will not question EVM.
I'm telling my directors to put me on air so I can reply to this man.
Knowing that you are
One second. Ajay Alok, now I've heard enough rubbish.
This is what
Ajay Alok, let me get this man to zip his lip and shut up for a while.
Rubbish?
One second.
Tell me, do you know GVL Narasimha Rao? On which party he is? Subramaniam Swamy,
stop crying.
From which party has he come?
Stop being a crybaby.
Tell the nation. Nation
stop
wants
being
to know
a crybaby.
Who was the first to raise the question about the EVMs in this country?
I wish to. He's taken my name too many times.
I'm saying you go.
No, he's taken my name too many times. He's taken my name too many times. I'm saying I am speaking now. I wish to be put on air. Not GVR.
Election Commission and the people of the nation. Election Commission is responsible and liable for the democracy.
GVR, you are not on air. GVR, you are not on air. You are not on air. You are not on air. And I, Saraf and everyone, please, can I please reply to you? Viewers, my name has been taken 11 times in vain by an individual, and I tell you why they would hate me tonight. They would hate me because of the warning that I put out at the beginning of my show. Can I have some silence in the studio, please?
Because you are lying.
They would hate me tonight. Can I have some silence in the studio, please? They would hate me tonight because of a warning I have put out tonight. And I know they will hate me and I know they will threaten, but I don't care now. I am beyond caring. I will go with my gut instinct. I am not a greenhorn in journalism. I have spent 23 years as a working journalist. And I sense something. I sense a conspiracy. And this conspiracy needs to be beaten back. This is aimed at putting doubt in your minds. Viewers, you and I, we lined up outside the polling booths. We stood out there and we together celebrated democracy. The moment when we punched the button out there with our finger, we felt a sense of pride. I live for that pride. And I do not need playback music right now. GVR, if you do this now, please don't do it. I'm speaking to the viewer. I'll take 30 seconds. You know, they want to remind me about history. They think that, like other Lutyens channels, I will not ask. But I will ask them one thing. These people, Syed, don't waste your breath, you are not on air. This is a combined attack on the Election Commission and the Supreme Court of India. I am warning you, viewers. If today there are desperados who can take on Supreme Court and Election Commission together, I fear for my country. I fear the Chinese would hate the Election Commission and the Supreme Court of India because they have no equivalent institution. The Americans would be envious. Foreign intelligence agencies would be extremely happy if the people of India lose faith in the Election Commission and the Supreme Court. And if political parties, can you not? And people are responding tonight. I'll take 10 more seconds. I'll take 10 more seconds. I'll take 10 more seconds, Taslim. Forget it, Taslim. You could not. I would say this.
They think that there is a Prime Minister model code of conduct.
No, watch. I need to get him to be quiet. Can my guest relations people please tell him to be quiet?
April 11th, they completed.
Can my team please tell him to be quiet right now?
This is a shame.
GVR, will you stop? GVR,
you talk about the professional.
Can my guest relations team please tell GVR to be quiet? These are serious matters that go beyond hollering in a television studio. Chief Justice Mishra observed when 21 opposition parties pounced on the Election Commission and filed plea after plea, the Supreme Court Justice Mishra observed and he said, quote, "We will not entertain such kind of plea over and over again." The Supreme Court has dismissed a PIL seeking 100% matching of voter verifiable paper audit trail slips with electronic voting machines during the counting of votes. We believe in the Supreme Court. We believe in the Election Commission. End of story. There is no debate after. You don't, then you have no right to participate in Indian democracy all over. Gaurav Bhatia is on the debate. Gaurav is on the, I'm coming to you. One by one we'll debate now. Gaurav is on the debate.
Arnab, you're absolutely right. What they're trying to do is they're trying to create doubt in the minds of the voters. They're trying to bring disrepute to our institutions. And look at the manner in which they're doing. They know they've lost this election. So whom do they blame? Let's start blaming the EVM. Let's start questioning the integrity of the Election Commission of India. And do you know what Mr. Kushwaha has said? Mr. Kushwaha today has said, खून की नदियां बहा दो, लेकिन वोट को जो है हम लोग बचाएंगे. Sharad Pawar, a senior leader, came out to say, अगर बारामती हम हार जाते हैं तो ईवीएम गड़बड़ है, अगर जीत जाते हैं तो ईवीएम ठीक है. और मैं पूछता हूं, क्या आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल रिजाइन करेंगे?
तो करवा दीजिए ना वीवीपैट की
कैप्टन अमरिंदर लारी ऑन द राइट लारी ऑन द राइट लारी
करवाइए ना
लारी समाजवादी पार्टी लारी समाजवादी पार्टी ऑन द राइट लारी I'll come to you later. Lari on the right to my directors, I'm saying. Lari on the right. Lari on the right. Saddest part. They tried the ballot paper in the Panchayat election in West Bengal. You know ballot boxes were found in a pond.
Why we are doing?
Supreme Court had to remark. Lari saying all the allegations.
Why are we believing on EVM? EVM can be manipulated. They are saying it, right?
After that.
No one is saying. Foreign dignity, even Japan, who has invented this EVM, they are not having the elections on EVM. They are using ballot papers. Then our country, why our country is using it?
सदे हुए एक प्रेस नोट में कहा है
इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया तो ऐसे ही पद किया भाई
एंड
इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया तो ऐसे ही पता हुआ है.
अब पार्टी रिप्रेजेंटेटिव कैन स्टे आउटसाइड द स्ट्रांग रूम.
जैसे सीबीआई में तमाशा चला वैसे इलेक्शन कमीशन में तमाशा चल रहा है, वैसे ही सुप्रीम कोर्ट में तमाशा चल रहा है. क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप?
All these political parties today who are crying foul got 93 opportunities in meetings with the ECI.
Isn't the election commission divided?
The Supreme Court.
Isn't the election commission split up Modi issue?
The review petition. Don't
come on, speak up, Gaurav, tell the truth to the country. क्या इलेक्शन कमीशन में बंटवारा नहीं है मोदी को क्लीन चिट देने पे?
Democracy and most important.
अरे what you are talking about Supreme Court? 4 judges of the Supreme Court said on public against the government of India. Come on, tell me the truth. Why the 4 judges of Supreme Court went public against government of India? अरे डेमोक्रेसी हमें बचानी है तो
आप कह रहे हैं खून बहा दीजिए, आप लोग गुंडे हैं, आप लोग मान लिया आप लोग गुंडे. अरे लोकतंत्र की ताकत है, अच्छे गुंडे ठीक हो जाते हैं, आपको भी ठीक कर देंगे. The moment you step out of the studio, ask Ashok Gehlot to resign, Bhupesh Baghel to resign, Captain Amrinder to resign. अगर हिम्मत है तो जाके कहिएगा resignation दे. All right, GVR, a minute. I want to come up with one point, please, and just some bear with me. Are you all right? You're feeling okay, no? You know. Sometimes I worry for the health of some of my panelists. You know, they don't need to exert them. Why don't you just accept the results? It's a simple question. And Dr. M.H. Khan, you're a very senior leader. You have won elections and you have lost elections. And I'd like you to debate M.H. Khan with Ajay Alok. I'll get everybody that turn. Ajay Alok and M.H. Khan. Can I say one thing that I did a little research today? And M.H. Khan, I found that members of the Congress IT cell and certain journalists who for some strange reason seem to get apparently they are part of a WhatsApp group with the Congress IT cell. same to same, as they say. It's bad English, but the same words.
You are told by Rahul Gandhi to ask certain specific questions.
I also want to tell you today that apparently a Congress spokesperson went on a channel and said that a certain journalist whose name had come up in the Radia tapes and who also was called by Hafiz Saeed as his favorite journalist was the only pliable person for the Congress party before 2014. This was, I think, a Freudian slip. I'm not naming people. I don't want to name and shame people who are out of the profession. Mr. Khan, I want to ask you, where did these videos come from? You pick up any video and you say that EVMs are being tampered with. Somebody is picking up a EVM machine and taking him into a locking chamber or transporting it into a truck or a bus. That is normal. You can't take that picture and say EVMs are being tampered with. But another thing, Ajay, which I thought you missed today, was when Upendra Kushwaha said कि हम हथियार उठाएंगे,
खून की नदियां,
उन्होंने कहा मिस्टर खान कि हम हथियार उठाएंगे, खून की नदियां बहेंगी। ये क्या है भाई?
नहीं देखिए,
और कह रहे कर्पूरी ठाकुर ने कहा,
पहली बात सुन लीजिए,
कर्पूरी ठाकुर ने कभी कहा था कि इलेक्शन हारोगे तो हथियार उठाओ।
See, देश बदल चुका है ना।
No, wait, no. He's Ajay speaking. Don't disturb.
डिबेट को डिले मत करिए।
आप आज जी को बताइए
कहाँ जा रहे हैं
of the BSP।
नहीं बदल गया। ये EVM लुटेरे हैं, बूथ लुटेरे EVM की गार्डिंग कर रहे हैं। और जो EVM चिल्ला रहा है,
सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है।
नहीं गया।
भैया हम लड़ नहीं पाएंगे। हमसे अगर क्वेश्चन करोगे तो जवाब दे पाएंगे। हम लड़ाई नहीं लड़ रहे हैं। हम मछली बाजार नहीं बनाना चाहते हैं। अगर हमसे सवाल कर रहे हैं तो मैं सवाल का जवाब दे सकता हूं।
और
आप इनको रोकिए तो मैं जवाब दूंगा।
ये बना के रखा है
तो ऑपोजिशन पार्टी ने बनाई थी।
खान जी,
मछली बाजार नहीं बना सकते।
हम
मछली बाजार नहीं बना सकते। मैं चुपचाप बैठता हूं, मैं नहीं बोलूंगा। अगर आप मुझसे सवाल करेंगे तो सवाल का जवाब मैं अच्छी तरह से दे सकता हूं, लेकिन आप मछली बाजार बनाएंगे तो वो नहीं कर सकते।
लायक नहीं है।
Please don't have this kind of debate. I'm asking him a question. Don't have a parallel conversation. It's difficult. Mr. Khan,
ये कोई डिबेट नहीं है। देखिए सुन लीजिए, 19 लाख से ज्यादा EVM मशीन खराब हुई।
आप ये बताइए ना, मुख्तार अंसारी के भाई अफजाल अंसारी।
अरे यार, मुख्तार अंसारी भी डिबेट कर रहे हो आप मुख्तार अंसारी भी डिबेट कर रहे हो।
कैप्चरिंग बंद हो गई इसीलिए ना
कि भूषण जी पे भी
नहीं कर पा रहे हो
क्या? मोदी जी, योगी जी पे डिबेट करो क्या? 19 मुकदमे हैं। फालतू बात मत करिए, डिबेट इस पे और उसी बात करिए।
अराजक हैं आप लोग और हार की डर।
अराजक तो आप लोग हो भैया। 19 मुकदमे वाला मुख्यमंत्री उत्तर प्रदेश का है। 19 मुकदमे, बजरंग दल वाली कहने वाला मुख्यमंत्री उत्तर प्रदेश का है, जिसने संविधान की कसम खाई वो कसम ही डाल के कसम तोड़ रहा है। ये जो है संविधान की कसम ही तोड़ दे रहा है। आप कहाँ हो?
ये घर जाके सो जाइए।
आप तो रसमलाई काटने वाले लोग हो। कभी बीजेपी के साथ, कभी कांग्रेस के साथ। आपका कोई वसूल है क्या?
बहन जी
आपका कोई
आने वाली है।
कहाँ हो आप? किस दुनिया में खोए हो?
EVM चिल्लाने लगे। जब चुनाव हार रहे हैं तो EVM याद आ गया।
देखिए,
चुनाव के पहले EVM याद नहीं आया था।
19 लाख
कैराना में EVM याद नहीं आया था।
अब उसको जो खराब हुई,
फूलपुर कैराना में गोरखपुर में EVM याद नहीं आया। आज EVM याद आ रहा है।
वो भी स्ट्रांग रूम में रखी गई और उसके बाद वहां से जो स्ट्रांग रूम से निकाली गई मशीनें, वो जो
एवरीथिंग इज इन ऑर्डर। प्लीज डोंट क्वेश्चन इलेक्शन कमीशन, डोंट क्वेश्चन सुप्रीम कोर्ट।
उसको आपने बाहर कर दिया। अरे भाई, जहां से मशीन मंगाते हो, जापान से मशीन मंगाते हो, वहां चुनाव EVM से होता है क्या? वहां चुनाव होता है EVM से क्या?
दम लीजिए।
अरे भाई, निराश हो गए? कुछ नहीं निराश हो गए। ये तो हताश, निराश, ये बेईमानी का नतीजा है जो आप बोल रहे हो। आप कैसे कर सकते हो? क्या जीत रहे हो? कैसे? आपने टेम्परिंग नहीं की तो कैसे बता सकते हो? आपने टेम्परिंग नहीं की तो कैसे बता सकते हैं आप जीत रहे हैं? ये आप भविष्य लगता है क्या? आप बताइए, आप भविष्य लगता है क्या? आप एडवांस में बोल रहे हो कि हम जीत रहे हैं, इसका मतलब बेईमान हुआ। इसका मतलब बेईमान हुआ। आप चुपचाप बैठिए, 23 तारीख के
बैलेट चाहिए।
बात आती है,
जब मुलायम सिंह यादव मार के भगाते थे यूपी में और सारा बूथ लूट लेते थे, तब बहन जी कैसे चिल्लाती थी कि बूथ लूट लिया?
कहीं न कहीं आपको
और अभी EVM चाहिए।
आप बात को समझने की कोशिश
प्रधानमंत्री बना रहे हैं, सपना देख रहे हैं क्या?
ब्रिजभूषण शरण सिंह पर नहीं आओगे क्या?
25 सीट पे लड़के प्रधानमंत्री बना रहे हैं।
क्या है? आपके अमित शाह जी क्या थे? तड़ीपार थे कि नहीं थे? ये बताइए।
आप लोग
गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री थे तो उनको सामुदायिक दंगा भड़काने का आरोप था कि नहीं था? कहाँ हैं आप? अगर बात खोलोगे तो बहुत बात खुलेगी।
I know that you people do not have faith in the judiciary of the country. Even charges were not framed against Amit Shah ji, but that's not the matter of debate today, Arnab.
और उसके बाद चिल्ला के
आज जो मैं आपको जानकारी दे रहा हूँ आपको काम आएगा।
Just be quiet. That's not the debate. That is not the debate. That's not about
आतंकवादियों से highlight of this election.
Audio is open here. Thank you. My producers, my audio is open.
The Supreme Court directed.
यार इस्तेमाल से बोल रहे हो कि हम प्रधानमंत्री बन रहे हैं, हम मुख्यमंत्री बन रहे हैं, इसका मतलब बेईमानी करके आपने सेटिंग करके ठीक कर लिया। तब आप बोल रहे हो
machines will be verified in each assembly constituency. So there is no doubt in the mind of voters, in the mind of other
Just wait a while. Wait a while. I will come. I will come.
Doubt. It is
I will come.
the opposition party that has been created only because they want to find an alibi for their decimating defeat that they will be facing on the 23rd.
May I get Chitra
remember Sanjay Chuja, that man?
I remember a lot.
His face, Kapil Sibal went to London. You remember?
Syed is on the debate.
Syed Chuja.
Yeah.
So it was all part of this conspiracy that you were talking about. They started planning it well in advance because they knew that they are going to lose this election. What was Kapil Sibal doing in London?
I now. Saraf, wait a minute, please. Wait for your turn. People are listening to the debate. They want me to anchor the debate. Saraf, not you. Thank you.
He's not spoken.
On the that's all right if he's not spoken. The fundamental issue is that I have not spoken. Thank you. Have a second. The problem is, Mr. Saraf, I'll come to you. Sorry. Sometimes it's just bad timing for you.
It is okay.
It was not meant at you. It was meant for someone else.
Arnab, can I
my point tonight, which I am just wishing to make, please. Syed, when I'm beginning to speak, do you need to just show me some decency and let me speak for a while? Just because you're not allowed to speak in the JDS meetings, don't take out your frustration on me. Now listen to me. On the 11th of December at 3 p.m. 2018, the Congress party went out and in a very massive way praised the Election Commission for the manner in which it had conducted the Madhya Pradesh elections, going on to say that the Election Commission is one of the finest institutions in this country. The members of the Election Commission, each of the members and the staff deserve to be praised to the skies for having conducted this election and praised and maintained the standards of the electoral process. Today, because you are losing, and it's the same election commission, the same election commissioners, the same machinery, the same EVM machines, the same technology, it's just another election. And in that case, Madhuresh, the election commission was the last word.
Same bunch of losers
and
who
today,
you are
because
identifying
of the exit
now
poll
and
results
hailing as the
projecting
god.
you're losing.
They are the ones who have been raising the voice against EVMs.
No, Chitra is on this side. Chitra.
It's nothing against Election Commission of India. It's against the EVMs. It's against EVMs, electronic voting
I'm not going to shout. You will simply have to listen to me.
Louder, please, Chitra. Go on. Increase Chitra's audio.
The point is simple. It's a sacred exercise, voting. That's what it is. And there are more people who vote in India than there are people who live in the United States and the European, Western Europe. So let's not compare anything with, it's just incomparable. What is happening in India, it's just wonderful. So you cannot say the Election Commission is good for me when it works for me and it is not good for me when it doesn't work for me, point one. Point number two, what are they trying to do? They know they have lost, and by this I mean the opposition. I mean, and what they want to hack the system, they want to hack the country, and this is what is being attempted, and this will be pushed back because they are hacking the country, they are hacking the will of the people, And the will of the people will never be hacked back. You cannot come into a system when it suits you and say, I'm going to hack you now. And I use the word hacking not in a physical way, but intellectually, emotionally, socially. People have voted.
Do you have an answer?
Respect the vote.
What book is he quoting, Chitra? He goes on and on
about
it.
Vote.
Swami petition, Supreme Court gives an order introducing VVPAT.
Can I have him louder, please? I can't hear him in the studio.
We're questioning the credibility of the ECI. Let's debate about the question at hand. You are unnecessarily trying to obfuscate the question at hand, like your leader, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who lies.
Pradeep.
Do not lie. You're trying to divert the topic. I'm sorry to say.
Pradeep.
No,
Chitra, you pretend to be
I know you are weak in
educated elite, but you are not. You are just obfuscating the issue at hand.
There is no input signal in it.
ECI.
You can't hack a device till the time you do not insert an input signal. If you had discredited the election commission, you should not have fought the elections. And you should say on air that all the seats that opposition is getting, on all those seats, we will not go to the parliament.
We are just telling
you, do not selective loser and a fraud. And be part of the international conspiracy and try to create a Tiananmen Square-like situation in India.
That's what they want to do.
You are a loser and you want to destabilize my country. I have voted. You dare say question the faith.
And who supported Bharatiya Janata Party? It's Arnab Goswami and Chitra Goswami.
You are part of the international.
This is really the point here. Pradeep Bhandari, you do not say
where you want to discredit my election and my democracy. You want a Tiananmen-like situation. We will not let you happen that. Mind you, Mr. Maduresh, you should say on air that all the seats that opposition is winning in the exit poll, you will resign from that seat. Have guts to say that. You should not have fought the Indian elections. Shame on you. Every EVM has a VVPAT. I have voted. I know you must not have voted because you do not believe in the democracy and just keep on shouting.
Maoist supporter.
That is it. Has he even voted? No, has he even voted? Ask him. Have you voted? No, have you voted? See, I have voted. I have voted. See this. Have you voted?
Ask him.
Have you voted?
Ask him.
Have you voted?
Ask Maduresh by
Have you
name.
voted?
Do you know the truth? You tell me.
Have you voted?
No, you tell me, Mr. Arnab Goswami, Ashok Lavasa, S.Y. Kurasi, Naveen Chawla, all these important persons, when they are doubting Supreme Court of India on a Subramaniam Swami petition introduces VVPAT, and you guys are saying that who is raising the question about ECI? Do you have shame? Have some shame on you.
I have voted. Have you voted?
What happened to Bharatiya Janata Party? Bharatiya Janata Party was raising this question on the EVM until 2014.
Show his hand. Did you vote?
2014.
Did you vote?
2014 के पहले तक Bharatiya Janata Party was doing that.
Did you vote? Did you vote, you loser?
Have a look at this.
Did you vote?
Do not say yes here. Pradeep Bhandari, have a look. Pradeep Bhandari, have a look.
Nothing is there. This is how we voted.
Here it is. Here it is. See.
Maduresh, you loser.
Yes, this is what.
Did you see the VVPAT?
Arnab Goswami and Pradeep Bhandari stop licking the boots of those in power.
Why did he vote if he doesn't believe in the machine?
You tell me that
either you believe in the democratic process, and I will not let you, or you do not believe in the democratic process.
I will not
now
let
you are saying that you have voted.
Steal my
now
vote.
you tell me, did you see the symbol of the party that you voted for in the VVPAT?
Protest against this.
And why did you
on the streets protesting against
please,
this.
What is EVM? I know EVM much better than you.
You know EVM?
I know better than you.
I know better.
Oh, come on.
I know better. I'm a doctorate of IIT.
Okay, that doesn't make you an expert on EVM.
I can prepare a EVM for you. Overnight I can prepare a EVM for you. Don't even shame on
Sir,
that.
even if you are doctorate on IIT, then I am a doctorate on EVM. You tell me that.
There is no mission here in this world that you can't hack it.
Sir, can you hack a calculator? Can you hack a calculator? If you hack a calculator, I will give you, you will get Nobel Prize. Can you hack calculator? You are from IIT. Did you get a real? Can you hack calculator? Can you hack calculator?
Technology is ruthless. You are not involved. You are not involved. That's it. You don't even know.
I wish to go to Prafulla Ketkar.
Is there any proof you have in your allegation that you are making?
Prafulla and Mr.
I will tell you.
GVR, when I tell you to stop, you stop. Otherwise, I will not come to you. Now, Prafulla Ketkar, if EVMs were so bad, a debate, let's have a serious debate. Mr. Aslam, I'm coming to you. Just listen to me. You debate now with Prafulla Ketkar. If EVMs were so bad, if the Election Commission of India is bought, then why did the same parties go running to the Election Commission at the drop of a hat? Let me give a few examples. why did the election commission, why did the opposition go to the election commission against Prime Minister Modi for allegedly politicizing the forces? Allow me to complete. Aslam, if you think that the election commission is not doing its job well, why did you go on 2nd April to the election commission for the alleged misuse of Doordarshan? Why did you go to the election commission against Narendra Modi's nuclear warning to Pakistan?
Can I answer that now?
No. Let me give a few examples because I need to expose you properly, not in part. People want you to be the onion tonight, and you are the onion. Why did you? No. One second. You went. No. You listen to me. Please listen to me. The election commission. You went to the EC when there was a black box being loaded into Prime Minister Narendra Modi's helicopter. Did you or did you not? And also tell me one thing. Did you or did you not plan an anti-EVM campaign for months?
This is a
at some institution in London, I don't know, was it that London School of Economics or something?
We are looking for
was there or some press club in London? Yeah. Now did I'm asking you, was there a press conference in London in which there were plants from foreign media and some representatives of global spying or espionage organizations, and Kapil Sibal went there. Kapil Sibal was in the audience and global spies were in the audience, and there was a fake press conference over EVMs. This happened quite some time back. Am I right or wrong? You know, you have planned this. You flew all the way to London. You got a fraud called Syed Shuja who said that EVMs are being hacked. No, this is, you see, Syed, viewers, does this sound like a Cambridge Analytica conspiracy?
Let me answer that.
You bet it does.
Very much.
You bet it does.
This
is a conspiracy hatched on foreign shores. Prafulla first after that. First Prafulla and then you. Syed, let's debate properly. Syed, let's debate properly. Syed Aslam, let's debate properly. First Prafulla, then you.
This is basically a Parivar Bachao case. You know, they need to create a ground. First they started by talking about EVM tampering. Then they went on and, you know, some Bluetooth technology can control EVMs.
Today the democracy is on the
went on to the court for 100% match. When court said no, only one machine, then again went for PIL. Court increased it for 5 machines. All machines are compliant.
We are seeing the EVMs
candidates and their agents can choose machines randomly, so there is a verifiability, testifiable, verifiable election process. And now they have come up with these fake videos of swapping. This is international conspiracy on the one hand to destabilize Indian democracy, creating anarchic conditions.
Mr. Khan, Dr. Khan.
Nobody is destabilizing.
Why are you laughing? Why is Lari laughing?
Thrive and Congress can take benefit of it. Unfortunately,
Lari,
the families, to shield the family, to save Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, who are proved to be the
you tell Taslim Rahmani. Prafulla Ketkar. Taslim Rahmani is saying something.
There is a new guru called Shri Shri 108 RG. He says, for example, there is order in disorder and there is disorder in order. So one can say that it is total disorder. So that means EVMs are fine here, EVMs are fine here, EVMs are fine there, but EVMs are not fine. And who is this Shri Shri? You know, 50-year-old, immature child that I talk about. Arnab, you know, the problem, Taslim ji, I would say,
I will tell you.
Losing election is one thing, but lose with dignity at least.
I wish to add one more point to you. Gaurav, I want to ask one. Gaurav,
Supreme Court, Election Commission of India, EVMs.
I'm endorsing you, whatever you are saying.
You know what your last line would be? People of India have cheated us. People of India have cheated. Arey bhai, people of India will vote according to their conscience. If they believe in a particular party, they will vote for the party.
That's why you are not winning. Don't worry. They are voting according to their conscience.
I'm saying we are confident we get 300 seats and more.
Did not give
but
you
the point
full-fledged majority. That's why you are far behind.
If you lose, the country doesn't lose. The democracy wins the moment
that's your
more than
frustration
70
actually.
crore
Even the
Indians came out to
Arnab
vote.
Goswami is not giving you the full-fledged majority in the House. That's why the exit polls are
rise above party politics.
That's your frustration.
For a
That's
moment, think
why
about
you are inviting your idea.
You know those voters
to keep your flock together. To keep your flock together. To bribe them. To bribe them. Why did you call for prematurely?
The mother who left her child at home
you
and
are
voted.
losing.
She's
You
cussing
are losing. That's why I'm telling you. Opposition EVM writing a premature one.
He's cussing
They
you.
don't need.
People
They don't need
came
to write this
abroad
EVM.
only to vote.
They
They
are going to
cursing
call
people like you. You people are like termites eating our
You are going
democracy.
to say hua to hua. I tell you, you started by, you know, fake narrative. No, you are wrong. You are lying on this channel, in this studio. You said in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh election, if BJP wins, EVMs are tampered. If BJP loses, EVMs are fine. That was your narrative. You are the one who started this questioning ECI, Election Commission of India, is pride of India.
Viewers,
Don't discredit.
Viewers, I wish to make a point tonight. Viewers, can I make a point tonight? Can I seek your Taslim Ramani, I'm on my feet and I'm making a point to the viewers right now. Viewers, may I make a point to you? May I, one second, Saraf. May I, Gaurav and Taslim, please be decent, please. I'm making a point right now, viewers, and I'm giving you some food for thought. You watch my, Saraf, please don't do this. I'm speaking to the viewers right now. Viewers, I'm only giving you food for thought. This Cambridge Analytica lobby, these Lutyens frauds, these pliable and servile Congress editors don't like me. Do you know why, viewers? Because I tell them the truth. Now let them answer two of my questions. One, is it true or not that the Congress party, Pradeep, the Congress party believed the exit polls when the exit polls came out for Rajasthan? Do you remember the 8th of December 2018? The Congress party says, we believe in these exit polls. Absolutely. Ashok Gehlot was celebrating after the exit polls, is it right or wrong?
Absolutely.
And at that point of time, did the BJP go to the Election Commission saying that there was an EVM hacking going on, Pradeep?
Absolutely.
Did they?
No.
Now, I also want to ask you, did Sachin Pilot rejoice 5 months back when the exit polls came out in Rajasthan?
Yes.
Did he?
Yes.
He celebrated. Did the BJP or Vasundhara go to the Election Commission saying there was an EVM fraud?
No.
No. So when the exit polls are good, then Election Commission is good. When the exit polls are bad, Election Commission is bad. Bottom line is what out of this, Pradeep? Yes. You tell the viewers, look at that camera and let them hear what you feel. Because if the Election Commission is the villain, and I have no doubt in saying this tonight, this is a global conspiracy. Absolutely. Global powers which feel they have lost the handle of India. And I don't want to accuse anyone. I don't want to accuse any family of being, on the payrolls of foreign espionage agencies. You can read the Mitrokin archives or other material associated with it and decide for yourself which family is sold out. But is it possible that because some global powers feel they lose their handle of India, that they would be encouraging some kind of a social disturbance across the country?
Absolutely, Arnab. They want to question the basic trust, which is the faith of the voter in the electoral process. And this conspiracy is running from Washington to
Chitra, what do you think? Chitra, I want Chitra to come in. Chitra, you tell me. Chitra, what do you think? You can look at that camera and tell me.
Absolutely. I mean, look at where the growth areas are. India is growing. It's growing at a very healthy pace. The economy is growing. The other economies are not. So what do? You question the very system, the very institutions that make the economy grow.
What
is debatable? Let me finish, sir. I did not say the employment is growing. I said the economy is. Let me just finish. I haven't finished. If you do not have faith in yourself or the system, the very fact that people keep going to the court about the election commission or whatever shows the faith in the system.
I'd say this, viewers, at the end, and I have to wrap up this debate, unfortunately, but I want you to think tonight. Is it accidental that there is one family in India which has abused first the army,
they don't read,
then the Supreme Court, and now the Election Commission? I know that 50-year-old adolescents can misuse our democracy to question the army, to question the Election Commission, and abuse the Supreme Court. But I think you are wise to make the difference, understand that hypocrisy, and realize what the deep conspiracy this is against our national interest. I'll see you on the other side on debate number 2.